And we welcome you into the Pride pregame show on the Greensboro College Sports Network. A bit of a quick turnaround between the women's game and the men's game today, so we apologize for the shorter pregame, but we had to kind of quickly get things transitioned and ready to go. We are getting ready to go here for men's basketball. Game number 4 of the Greensboro College men's hoop season. Pride come into today 1-2. They take on a 1-1 Warren Wilson squad. Greensboro coming off a loss their last time out against Averett on the road on Friday. I had a chance to talk to Coach McDuffie the other day, and he said, he liked for the most part the way that they played defensively. He said that, for the majority of the game, and Greensboro did have the lead by 1 at halftime, he said for the majority of the game, he thought that they did a good job limiting Averett's good looks and their opportunities. He said, however, as the shot clock started to wear down, the defense broke down a little bit. So I think we're going to look today for the defense to continue to play strong through the duration of the shot clock and not to allow late looks in the clock for the Owls of Warren Wilson. Last time these two teams squared off, it was a very exciting game. Greensboro won it in overtime, 71-68. You guys remember last year, both these teams looking for their first win of the year, and Isaiah Pruitt in overtime drives the left side of the lane, gets fouled on the way up, makes the basket, and then completes the three-point play. Greensboro would go on to win it by a final score of 71-68. As far as who we're looking at today, obviously for Greensboro College, things start with the offense at least, with Najee Stroman. And you look at his numbers so far this year, double figures in all 3 games for Najee, and a couple of double-doubles as well. Comes into today averaging 19.7 points per game, 9.3 boards per game. DJ Jackson right behind him at 17.7 points per game thanks to that 30-point performance. I think one of the keys for the Pride today, can they get to the line? Greensboro is shooting 74% from the stripe. DJ Jackson is 23 of 25, and Najee Stroman is 11 of 12, and Will Gray not that far behind him at 10 of 14. Gray is averaging 12 a game this year as well. It's that. Can they continue to find success from three-point range? Griffin Powell has had a really good day, and he's had a not-so-good day from 3 this year, so can they recover that a little bit? Ryan Roberts, 12 points off the bench for the Pride against Averett on Friday as well. As far as the Owls are concerned, they're led right now by Taj Williams, number 14 on the Warren Wilson roster. Taj Williams is a junior from Warner Robins, Georgia, and he comes into today averaging 25.5 points per game. Jordan Moore, their second leading scorer, 12 points per game, and Ashton Glass, their third leading scorer, 10 points per game. Warren Wilson's 2 contests so far this year, a loss 77-60 against Methodist and an 85-73 win at home against Brevard. They take on Greensboro today, return home on Tuesday to square off against Piedmont University. Taking a look at what else is going on in conference play today, William Peace hosted Oglethorpe, and that was a 71-67 Pacers win. William Peace was led by Parker Hodgson, 24 points in 36 minutes. He also had 18 rebounds, so a double-double for him. Sean Jones recorded a double-double as well. Yesterday, Southern Virginia fell on the road at Guilford 109-93. North Carolina Wesleyan was at Randolph, and the Battle and Bishops eked out a 77-73 win there. And Newport News Apprentice School on the road at Methodist down in Fayetteville, and Methodist suffers an 88-77 loss in that non-conference bout. Getting set for starting lineups and national anthem here as Coach Michael McDuffie looks to get back to 500 this year and go to an early 2-2 record before Greensboro approaches conference play not that far away. We talked about it a little bit with the women's side. With the way Thanksgiving shakes out this year, it kind of changes the scheduling a little bit. Greensboro not quite as dramatic. In fact, they don't start conference play until January 6th, so it's a little bit different on the men's side and the women's side. They will take on Lees McRae in an exhibition on Tuesday, and then they're going to hit the road on the 25th. That's their next game. And then, of course, the Guilford College game on December 1st at the First Horizons Coliseum. They're not going to play at home again after tonight until January 6th. So it'll be a long gap between today and our next men's basketball broadcast. National anthem and starting lineups about to be announced, so we're going to step aside here, and we'll give you the lineup as well when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at today's starting lineups. First off, for the visitors of Warren Wilson, it's going to be Nas Cotton, the senior forward, as well as the junior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Simpson. Number 3, Jordan Moore. He is a sophomore guard from Leesburg, Virginia. Number 14, Taj Williams, a junior guard from Warner Robins, Georgia. Number 14, averaging 25.5 points per game. And number 22, Ashton Glass, a junior guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia. As far as Greensboro's lineup is concerned, a pretty similar look what we've seen so far this year. DJ Jackson, the junior guard from High Point. Number 5, Nige Stroman. He's a forward. He's a senior from Hamlet, North Carolina. Sophomore forward. Number 10, Jeremiah Howard from Concord, North Carolina. Junior Will Gray. He's a guard from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And number 22, Griffin Powell, getting the start today, a senior forward from Greensboro. Greensboro today wearing the green jerseys with the white jerseys with the green lettering. Warren Wilson today in the black jerseys with the white lettering and numbering. It says family on the back. And again, getting ready, it's Cotton, Williams, Simpson, Glass, and Moore. Howard, Gray, Jackson, Powell, and Stroman to start things off for Greensboro. Cotton and Howard on the tip. And we are underway. Possession is immediately taken by Warren Wilson. A contested shot, no good from Moore. Offensive rebound, Cotton. Cotton kicks it out corner, 3-ball Glass. That's in and out, no good. Soaring for it is Nige Stroman, and Greensboro with their first offensive possession today. Will Gray passing the timeline to Jackson. Up top now to Stroman. Stroman guarded by Williams. Jackson to Howard. Howard over to Gray at the left wing. Kicks it up top, Stroman. Stroman hands it off to Powell. Powell pulls up deep, 3-ball. Swish, give it to him. Griffin Powell gives the Pride a 3-0 lead. That's what we're talking about. Griffin Powell hit 4 threes against St. Mary's the other day, and we want to see a lot more of that. Early advantage for the Pride. Simpson. Now it's Moore. Up top to Cotton. Cotton working on Howard. Gives this one off to Williams. Williams, nice move getting around Howard. The floater from the right side of the lane, no good. Howard comes down with the board to Gray. Gray wanting to push the issue. Kicks out of a double team to DJ Jackson. Jackson now slicing the lane, and the lay-in is good. 5-0 Greensboro, just over a minute and a half in, or minute 15 in. 18:35 to play. Tashawn Simpson sends this one off to Glass, fakes a 3, now working on Cotton to Williams now. Williams kicks this one over corner, long 2-ball, that's good. 5-2, Warren Wilson is on the board for the first time today. Greensboro wanting to run. It's Powell to Jackson. Jackson trying to back down his man. Bounce pass down low to Howard. Howard picks up the dribble, spins, and too strong off the side of the rim, no good. Here comes Glass. Glass spins this one over to Williams. 3-ball, good. And we're square at 5. 17:50 to go in the first half. And Will Gray wanting to speed things up with the left hand to Powell, left wing. Now to Stroman up top. Right wing to Jackson. Was wanting to get to Stroman. Thankfully, Gray there to clean up the pass. Gray falling down and gets it to go. The finger roll parallel to the ground, Will Gray. And Gray is going to be called for Gray called for the flop warning. Oh, a delay of game is what they're going to say. And falling down with it, a travel is going to be called. Wait, no, it's a foul on Nige Stroman, picking up his first personal. And Greensboro with their first foul of the game. Here's Williams. Williams pulling up on Jackson. Nope, the shot's going to be waved off. Offensive push from Williams. And Greensboro with a 7-5 advantage still. 17-16 to go first half. Here comes Gray. Gray up top to Stroman. Stroman to a cutting Gray, now to Howard. Howard waiting and lays it in. Good job there, Jeremiah Howard, to wait and get his defender Cotton up in the air. Greensboro's lead is 4. Williams to Simpson. Now has to kick out of a double team. That's Moore. Moore trying to work on Gray. Spin move, he falls down, rolls it out. 3-ball Glass, that's off the iron, no good. And Howard soars for the board, gives it to Gray, now far sideline. It's going to be Jackson. Jackson driving left-hand side of the lane. Good and one. DJ Jackson makes it 11-5 with a chance at a 3-point play. Jackson to the line here to attempt the 3-point play. Remember the last game here, DJ was 16 of 17 from the stripe. Misses the first one here though. And running the other way are the Owls. That was Isaac Allen who's just checked in. Hands this one off to Simpson. Simpson working on Powell. Back to Allen. Can't miss him with the bright pink shoes. Up top, Williams. Williams kicks it, corner, 3-ball. Good. Drained there by Archie Evans. And Warren Wilson will take a quick 30-second timeout here. So 11-8 the score. Early going here, Greensboro 5 of 6 from the floor, including 1 of 1 from 3. Warren Wilson is 3 of 7 and 2 of 4 from three-point range in the early going. 4 points for DJ Jackson, leading all scorers. Again, Greensboro 1-2 today, and I think one of the big things for the Pride is going to be staying out of foul trouble. They've committed 60 fouls in the first 3 games this year, and I don't think they've actually had anybody foul out, but they've had a lot of minutes that have been determined by people who got into foul trouble early and had to spend time on the bench. So I think for Greensboro today, especially if things get close in the later going, it's about, can you stay out of foul trouble? I think that's a huge, huge part for determining the success for the Pride today. 11-8 the score with 16:07 to go. And again, it's going to be Allen, Evans, Williams, Simpson, and Moore out on the floor. Greensboro to throw in. A little bit of a press there, kind of a soft press for Warren Wilson. And Gray's going to cross the timeline. Working near boundary right in front of the Warren Wilson bench. Spinning around his man, now pass down low to Stroman. Stroman trying to back down Allen, now to Powell up top. Powell, looking for a cutting Stroman. 3-ball. Give it to him, it rattles home. 14-8 Greensboro. Williams gives it off to Allen. Over the far side, now a bounce pass down the baseline for Evans. Evans looking for help. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams back up to Evans. Thought about a 3, now working inside, kicks this one out. There's a Warren Wilson 3. Jeremiah Howard goes and just grabs it. The 3-ball from Moore, plucked out of the air by Howard. Now with lob down low to Stroman. Stroman has that blocked the other way by Williams. Warren Wilson wanting to run, it's Simpson. Simpson, right-hand side, shot good. High over the leap of the defender. 14-10 the Greensboro advantage. Jackson trying to work his way around Moore, and now the ball goes careening out of bounds. Warren Wilson with the ball. DJ Jackson down in a heap. 14:56 to go, which should take us to the media timeout. It will. No, it won't either. Maybe that was it a little. Yeah, I guess that must have been it earlier. 30-second that stretched to a full. So Ryan Roberts has checked in. To Jackson. Jackson to the free throw line. He's stripped on the way through the lane. Foul's going to be called on Moore, and Jackson has now ended up on the ground twice in the last, 8 seconds. Third team foul for Warren Wilson so far today. It'll be another inbound opportunity. It'll be Gray under the basket. Substitutions coming here. Alec Hilliard checking in. He will come in for Allen. And Gray to inbound, quickly finds Stroman, now to Powell. Back up to Gray up top. Gray working right-hand side. Now to Roberts up top. Jackson throws to Stroman, just inside the arc. Stroman's jumper, no good. Rebound soared for by Evans, and he'll send it up the other way with Moore. Moore working on Jackson, blows right by him. Easy path to the rim. 14-12. Warren Wilson's cut it to 2. Will Gray gives it to Jackson at the left wing. Now up at the top, that's Stroman. Powell back to Jackson. Jackson slicing through the middle, has the ball poked out of his hands. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Williams. No, it's going to be on number 0, Alec Hilliard. Hilliard's going to pick up his first personal, team foul number 4. And once again, Will Gray will inbound. Gray lobs it up top to Roberts. Roberts hands back to Gray. Gray, a little bit of separation, now works far side of the rim. That's going to be poked out of bounds. Last touch by Warren Wilson. So Greensboro will maintain possession. 14:08 to go first half. Pride lead is 2. 15 on the shot clock. Deep lob to Ryan Roberts. Roberts, nice bounce pass to Powell. Powell up at the top. He pulls up, deep 3 ball again. Give it to him, Griffin Powell. 17-12. Powell 2 of 2 from 3. Neither one of them have been right up on the line either. Williams trying to drive on Powell. Now kicks it out wide open. Corner 3. Too strong. Roberts with the rebound. Long feed up ahead to Gray. Gray taking it himself. Contact. He's hit hard and will go to the line for 2. Had Vincent open. Gray wanted to take it himself. He'll go to the stripe. Foul's going to be called on Simpson. That's his first personal, team foul number 5. Gray eyes the mark. First free throw is good. Will Gray, a 71% free throw shooter coming into today's game. Greensboro's lead is 6. It's 18-12. Second free throw coming here for Gray. And it's good. Will is 2 for 2. He's got 4 points. And it's 19-12, 13:35 to go. Williams throws this one near side. Moore trying to get around Vincent. I think Vincent got a hand on it, but it did hit the side of the backboard. And so it will be out of bounds on Greensboro. And inbounding it under the basket will be Isaac Allen. Also checking in for Warren Wilson, Daniel Smith, number 4. $13:25 to go. Allen to inbound. And now the officials needing to have a conversation. I'm not sure what about, but this has turned into an extended talk. Now looks like we're ready to go. Inbounded deep to Williams. Williams trying to work on Gray. Now driving to the right. That one high off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Powell to Gray, who wants to run. Gray again driving to the lane, now gives it out to Stroman, up top to Vincent, now to Gray at the left wing. Will Gray going to call out a play. Driving left-hand side, kicks it wide open in the corner 3, gives it out to Powell now. Powell makes a man miss, pulls up 3 ball, no good off the back iron, and going the other way with it is Hilliard. Up ahead, that's Jones, lays it in. That's Daniel Smith that lays it in. Gray the other way, runs through a double team, a sandwich there. And Allen's going to pick up the foul here. That'll be his second, team foul number 6. 12:44 to go. 5 fouls for Warren Wilson, just 1 committed by Greensboro so far. To Powell. Oh, Griffin Powell making the man miss. Get him up in the air now down the baseline. Throws that one, wanting to find Roberts. Instead finds Smith the other way. Here comes Daniel Smith. Nice move on Vincent. Wow, he held that one. Just floated in the air for a moment and drops it in beautifully. 19-16 is the score now in favor of Greensboro still, but Warren Wilson showing some flashes offensively. Vincent to Stroman. Just off center. Now gives it to Gray. Gray's been a fan of driving the left side of the lane so far today. That 3 ball by Stroman, no good. Going the other way with it is Braxton Crocker, who's checked in for the Owls. Up top now, that's Smith. Now to Allen. Allen's almost lost the handle of it. Slings this one away, and Will Gray is going to grab it. Gray goes to the rim, and Gray with a jam. 21-16. A little bit of redemption from the last game where Gray tried a dunk and ended up just getting rejected by the rim. Smith gives us to Crocker, pulls up deep three. Braxton Crocker, 21-19. Gray with it now. Next stoppage will bring us to the under 12 timeout. Powell bounces it up top to Roberts. Roberts has worked all the way to the near side. Now Gray at the right corner. Driving his way towards the lane. A reverse layup. That will fall in. Will Gray through contact, 23-19. Gray's got 8. Smith with it. Hands it off to Crocker. Now kicks it out to Allen deep in the right wing. Trying to work on Vincent. Slings it to Smith. Back to Williams now. Stroman on him. Williams pulls up at the line. That's going to just graze off the front of the iron. Gray's going to come down with the board. Will Gray thinking about taking it himself. Backs out, kicks it to Powell. Back up top to Gray. Coach McDuffie calling the play. Sends it out to Vincent left wing. Up top to Stroman. To Powell in the right wing. Back up to Gray again. Using a pick from Roberts. Now driving left-hand side through contact. He's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Hilliard, who will pick up his second. That'll take us to the under 12 timeout here with 10:29 to go. Greensboro leads it 23-19. And instead of going to break, we're going to keep it here for a minute as we are joined by women's basketball coach Aaron Fernandez. Coach, can you hear okay?
Can, yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations. Big win for you guys today, and set all sorts of records in the process. Most field goals attempted in a game, set a record for most rebounds in a game, set a record for most steals forced in a game, and there was another one, and I'm off the top of my head now. I can't remember. Maybe. What was it? Three-point attempts. Yep, that was it. Made threes as well. So congratulations on the win and the records along the way.
Yeah, I knew the three-point one just because I've had that in my head. You know, we talked in the preseason about we're going to shoot a lot of threes. And so that was one of our goals is to break that record. So it's nice to get that one out of the way early this year.
Well, tell me a little bit about what you've seen from this team now through 3 games. You're 2-1, and one thing we were joking about, Jerry was on some of the second half. It was like hockey substitutions, 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah, no, I mean, kudos to our players. I know that's not something that's traditional. It's not something everyone's used to, and it has taken a little bit of buying in. I had one player tell me straight up, like, I was a little skeptical at first, but they understand that it's a strength of our system, right? Not a defect of our system that we go 5 in, 5 out. Trying to keep 5 fresh players on the floor at all times, go to the absolute maximum effort every second that we're out there. So, and it just creates a really cool team culture of everybody has a job to do every night. So we really appreciate that.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, Mid-Atlantic Christian not quite up to USA South caliber. So what do you take from this game as far as when you look ahead, what kind of things can you apply as far as what things worked well and what didn't going forward?
I think some of the things we're looking for is just things like spacing. You know, our spacing got a little wonky there in the second quarter, but I thought we got back to some disciplined spacing. We executed some of our half-court stuff in the second half. That was one of our focuses coming out of halftime, was making sure that we got into good habits of executing some of those things. And then I just thought we got some other players some minutes that haven't gotten as many minutes, and any of those reps, even in a game like that, are valuable reps. So that's kind of the big takeaways, I think.
One of the things that you told me last year, we did a lot of the pregame interviews, as, by the way, Gray hit one of the 2 free throws there. But one of the things that you told me in reference to Jasmine Mitchell, you said if she could start hitting threes, that would be huge, because that was one area where your team struggled a little bit last year. She came through with a couple big threes today. And I feel like that certainly, not just Jasmine, but everybody being able to hit threes really opens things up for you offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to play with 4 spacing, and anytime that you can let it fly from 3, and even if you're cold from 3, just the threat of, hey, anybody on the perimeter can shoot the ball, or is willing to take some of those shots, is it definitely opens up some more of the things inside. I don't remember the total paint points. We had 54 paint points, so you know, you kind of got to pick your poison when you play us, which is the situation we're trying to create every night.
3 ball from Williams. That's pure. 24 to 22 now. 2 more questions here for you, Coach, and we'll let you go. One of the players, I could list everybody on your team. I was impressed by everybody, but one of the players that really impressed me was Jinx Irvin today. I thought that, you know, she's not necessarily the biggest, but she is very physical inside and can kind of create even through contact.
Yeah, she was 11 points, 10 boards, so double-double. And the thing people might not know about Jinx is she's coming off a torn ACL, so she's I coached against Jinx when she was a freshman at Averett, and I was assistant at Guilford, and she scared me back then with some of her athleticism. She's just now getting some of that back, and she's extremely physical in the weight room. Like, if you watch her lift weights, it's crazy. But it's really good to see her start to come back into form.
Vincent here at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, that's good, and a foul. So Vincent's going to go to the line for a three-point play. Coach, last thing here before I let you go, we'll let you put on your analyst hat. What are you seeing from the men's game so far?
No, I like the energy in here. Obviously, the Haynes Gym crowd is showing out right now too. So, yeah, a little bit tight game, so not the most comfortable, but I think we're in a pretty good pace right now, so I like it.
Well, Coach, thank you so much, and congratulations on your win again today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
That was Coach Aaron Fernandez. The women's basketball team, they go to 2-1, and they'll be back in action on Wednesday against Randolph here at Haynes Gym, and we'll have that game for you on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Vincent pulls up the free throw, no good off the front iron, and Warren Wilson running the other way. 9:25 to go. Pride's lead is 4. 3 ball coming here. That's off the side iron, no good from Crocker, and it will go out of bounds. Greensboro with possession. It'll be Stroman to inbound to Jackson, I suppose, although here comes Vincent now. If Stroman says, come back over here, Vincent will receive the inbound. Jackson working on Crocker. Spin move just shy of the timeline. Now gives it out to Powell, right wing. Powell bounce pass to Stroman up top. Now to Vincent, left wing. Down low to Howard. Oh, nice spin move. Howard with the jam. Jeremiah Howard. 28-24, under 9 minutes to go first half. Up top to Glass, now to Crocker, spins on Jackson but doesn't advance. Williams high up top, now to Crocker again inside the three-point arc. Gives this one to Glass, right wing, now in the corner. Driving with it is Smith, spin move on Stroman, tries another, now the fadeaway, high floater. Bouncing, no good. Rebound is going to stay with Warren Wilson. Thought maybe Glass had stepped out of bounds, but they're going to keep it there on that side. Checking in now is Moore for Warren Wilson. Up top to Williams. Underhand pass here to Crocker. Far side. Driving with it, Glass in the lane, trying to go around Howard. That's hard to do, but he does it. And he does it well, 28-24. Jackson with it now for the Pride. 8:10 to go in the first half. Greensboro's lead is 4. Jackson being bothered by Glass. Now driving right-hand side of the lane. That one's rejected there by Moore. There's a foul. Moore's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second personal. So 8:03 to go, and it's going to send Jackson to the line where he is 0 for 1 today. First free throw good. DJ 92% from the free throw line coming into this afternoon's game. Jackson eyes the mark. Greensboro is 4 for 7 from the stripe. Second one bouncing off the iron, no good. And here comes Williams wanting to run right up the middle of the court. Looking to go to Moore. It's going to be stolen away by Gray, who just checked back in. Hand off to Stroman, right back to Gray, now back to Stroman. As they're walking in tandem up the floor. Now bounce pass down low to Howard. Howard looking for a little separation. Spin move, off balance, shot no good. And running the other way is Glass. Long feed up ahead, Moore. Oh, I think Jackson got a hand on it. Gray with the outlet pass. Stroman trying to keep it in bounds, cannot. Almost some excitement up both ends. I think that DJ Jackson got a hand on it, but either way, with that ball going out of bounds, takes us to the under 8 timeout. 7:37 to go. Pride lead at 29-24 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Back in action here, 7:30 to go in the first half. Pride lead at 29-24. Trying to back down his man right now is Cotton, and he lays it in over Nige Stroman, 29-26. Greensboro now working their way up the court. I'm joined now by Athletic Director Jerry Fisk, who's going to be hanging with us here and putting on his analyst hat. Greensboro trying to extend what is a 3-point lead. It's Jackson in the left wing. Spin move there on Williams. Floater, DJ Jackson, no good. Rebound coming the other way. It's going to be Glass. Williams up ahead to Moore. Moore working into the lane, kicks this one out. Glass bothered there by Stroman. Now trying to drive. Bounce pass down low, was looking for Evans. It's out of bounds.
Wow.
A lot happening there.
Yeah. Nice work. My silence is all you needed. The Pride here in a 2-3 zone. They stayed in the 2-3 zone. The interesting thing about the 2-3 zone, the way they're playing it here, Kendrick, is the way they're bumping on the wings. You don't always see teams play it that way.
Great shot there. Moore working through traffic and a little bit of a spin there. Pulls Warren Wilson to within one. 6:30 to go. It's 29-28. Gray to Jackson on the left wing. DJ Jackson looking for help. Finds it in the form of Roberts. Roberts slings it out to Gray in the right wing. Gray trying to push off Moore a little bit now. Stroman on the other side. It's Vincent. Vincent trying to cross up Glass, picks up the dribble, goes to Roberts up top, slings it over to Jackson, shot clock down to 5. Jackson pulls up, deep 3 ball, no good, misses everything. Stroman tries to save it, but shot clock violation.
A lot of ball movement there for the Pride, but they didn't put Warren Wilson at a disadvantage anyway. They didn't create a triangle, they didn't create numbers.
They didn't penetrate.
Exactly, just around the perimeter, and then settled for a 28-footer with 4 seconds there.
Evans with it, hands it off to Glass. I think they're going to call Vincent for a reaching foul here. That'll be Vincent's first personal, team foul number 3. And Jerry, one thing I talked about before you came on here, Greensboro's committed 60 fouls in 3 games coming in today. That's something you kind of have to clean up a little bit.
Yeah, and thus far I would say they have. I will tell you from the officiating perspective, something I bring to the table. When you go to immediate timeout and you see the fouls are 9-1, you're not going to make anything up on the team with 1, but you're absolutely going to get everyone that's there.
Evans lays it in through traffic, giving Warren Wilson an advantage now, 30-29. DJ Jackson crossing the timeline, working on Moore. Spins this one out top to Roberts. Roberts has picked up the dribble, needs someone to help him. It's Gray. Gray with a crossover, now trying to get it out. Roberts thought about a 3, now kicks it into the corner. Vincent, 3-ball left corner, give it to him. Vincent puts the Pride back up 32-30.
That was good offense. Gray broke him down, kicked it to Roberts, head fake, got his guy out of position, end up with a corner 3.
Almost a takeaway there by Vincent on the far side. That's Williams, pulls up just inside the arc, misses everything. Roberts with the board, Greensboro wants to run. Gray, baseline, kicks it out to Vincent again, uncontested, 3-ball, no good off the back iron. Here comes Warren Wilson the other way, it's Moore. Moore wanting to go left-hand side, kicks it out to Evans, thought about a 3, now driving baseline, slings this one all the way across, now right back into a wide-open Williams. Great in and out there.
Great pass.
Gray with it. We're tied at 32, 4:30 to go in the first half. Gray working right-hand side of the lane, now comes out of that drive, now works into the lane, kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent back to Gray. Shot clock at 13. Gray looking left-hand side of the lane. Anything there? No. Shot no good. Evans with the board.
The Pride were having a lot of success when we had Howard in the post and Stroman in the post. It kind of gotten away from that.
Evans slipped in the lane like he was about to plant and go up for a shot, and all he did was skidded. It would have been a very good slide on the base paths.
Yeah, he was safe. But those landings aren't fun on the basketball court.
No, they're not. 4:04 to go, so next stoppage will be our under 4 timeout. Jackson crossing the center logo. Tightly contested game, much like last year. Down low to Zephaniah Jones, checking in for the first time today. He's rejected by Naz Cotton. Here comes Jones the other way. Warren Wilson looking to grab the lead. Thought about a 3 there to Glass, working on Roberts. Got him off balance, and that jumper put the Owls up 2.
I love getting Zeph in the game and seeing him in the post. He just got quick and didn't take his time there.
Jackson to Roberts up top. To Vincent in the right wing. Slings it up top to Stroman. Stroman lost the handle of it. Good job there, Vincent, to keep it. Vincent in the lane. Floater no good off the back iron. Rebound touched last by Vincent out of bounds. That will take us to the under 4 timeout. Yes, no, maybe?
It will. It will.
Looked like a little indecision there at first. All right, we'll take our under 4 timeout. 3:14 to go, and Warren Wilson leading at 34-32 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. .3:14 to go in the first half. Pride down 2. And before we get back underway, Jerry, you were just mentioning something in the break that I thought was worth sharing.
Yeah, I think part of the reason that Warren Wilson had 9 fouls early is they're super athletic and super aggressive. What I'd like to see the Pride do is take their time to take advantage of that. They want to jump at things. They want to steal things, block balls. If we're willing to give shot fakes and move it appropriately, we're going to end up with good shots.
And that's kind of what we saw them do against St. Mary's on Monday. That was another really aggressive team.
This feels a lot like the St. Mary's team to me.
More floater down the baseline. That's good. 36-32. DJ Jackson now working with it. We're under 3 minutes to go first half. Jackson to Vincent. Vincent down low to Stroman. Stroman trying to back down Evans, and that's rejected. I think that was Smith, that got a hand on it. Kicks this one out to Glass. Glass pulling up from just inside the arc. That one rolling around the iron, no good. Evans with an offensive board. Up top to Moore. Now that's Smith. Now back to Evans in the corner for 3. That rattles around, no good. Stroman soaring for the board. Long feed up ahead to Vincent. Vincent on the far baseline. Now to Jackson just inside the left wing. Pulls up long 2 rather. That's going to rattle in. 36-32.
Back and forth action continues here. The scoreboard doesn't indicate a game in the hundreds, but this feels like it could have been.
There's a couple video game-esque moments today for sure.
Absolutely.
Moore almost spun into DJ Jackson. Now a contested left-hander there from Evans. Give him 7 today.
What I like about what Warren Wilson's doing with the ball is it's quick ball movement. We're not seeing the ball settle and get pounded a lot. It's really kicking around.
That one almost taken away. Now it is taken away. Long feed up ahead to Smith. Two-handed jam, 40-34. No, they're going to wave it off on a travel.
That's definitely a travel.
Yeah, one other interesting thing to note, Jerry, Greensboro kind of jumped out offensively in this game, and it just kind of feels like ever since then they've struggled to make a lot of headway up at the basket. Gray with it now to Griffin Powell. That's one reason why Powell hit some big threes in the early going.
He did.
Gray to Powell again. Powell up top to Gray. Well, I think he was supposed to go to Gray. Howard was there. Now Gray driving. He just took an elbow to the head, it looked like, up top to Roberts. Roberts just past the free throw line to Gray. Shot clock down to 2. Gray's got to get it up. He does put it up at the clock, off the front iron, no good. And Warren Wilson wants to run again at Smith, but this time he's got 2 defenders behind him. Kicks this one out to Glass, off the glass, and no good. Howard to Gray. Greensboro wants to run now. I think they should settle.
Yeah, agreed. Last minute of play here. Let's get a couple good possessions, a good defensive stand, and see if we can get to halftime tied.
Powell to Jeremiah Howard, hands it off to Vincent. to Gray. Thought about working the left-hand side of the lane, bounces it down low to Howard. Shot clock down to 5. Howard is stripped. It's Evans the other way. Evans driving the lane, pulls up. That one no good off the front of the iron. There's a foul.
I think we've got Griffin Powell shooting free throws. Not the worst spot for us.
No.
Very good shooter.
Foul's going to be called on Glass. That'll be his first personal, team foul number 10. Feels like Greensboro's left some points at the stripe, 4 of 8 so far today.
Yeah, even DJ there after 15 for 16, he's got a miss. Oh,
Powell rattles in and out. 25.9 left on the clock. You know, we had DJ here for the post-game interview on Monday, and when I mentioned that if he had just not missed that one, he would have set the record for most free throws made without a miss, and the eye roll I got was legendary. Powell hits the second, so Greensboro down 3. 20 seconds remain, so shot clock turned off here. Warren Wilson looks like they're playing for the final shot. Smith to Evans, deep in the right wing. Powell bothering him. Now to Moore up top. Almost lost the handle of it. Game clock down to 6. Moore trying to work through the lane. Spin move, puts up a contested shot and in. As Gray heaves it. Oh, wow. I think it was too late anyways, but as we hit triple zeros, Greensboro trailing a fun game at the half, 40-35 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Halftime here at Haynes Gym. Greensboro trailing Warren Wilson 40-35. at the break, a look again at what else is going on around the USA South today. Actually, we'll start you back with yesterday. Guilford defeated Southern Virginia 109-93. North Carolina Wesleyan defeated Randolph 77-73. And Apprentice defeated Methodist 88-77, the final score in that one. Earlier today, William Peace defeated Oglethorpe 71-67. And later this week on Tuesday, Eastern Mennonite at SVU, and Brevard is at Bob Jones. We'll take a look at some of the first half numbers in a little bit. Greensboro trailing by 5 on the Greensboro College Sports Network as we've reached halftime. Take a look at the first half stats. Warren Wilson has out-rebounded Greensboro 22-13, including 5-1 on the offensive boards. Low turnover game, 5 for the Owls, and 3 for the Pride. Points off the bench go 14-5 to Warren Wilson. Fast break points 7-4 for Greensboro. Points in the paint 22-14 for Warren Wilson as well. In the first half, Warren Wilson shooting 50% from the floor, 18 of 36, including 4 of 11 from 3. They did not go to the stripe. Greensboro shooting 46.4%, 4 of 8 from 3, and 5 of 10 from the line. Leading scorers for the Owls, Williams and Moore with 8. Leading rebounders, Moore and Evans with 4. Leading assisters, Glass and Smith with 3. Smith has 3 steals, and 4 players have 1 block. For Greensboro, Gray leading the way with 9 points. Howard has 4 boards to lead the team, 2 assists each for Roberts and Vincent, 2 steals for Gray, and then 3 players with 1 block each. We'll step aside, and when we come back, second half action. Pride down 40-35 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Second half action about to get underway. Greensboro down by 5 as we start the second half. Kendrick Fruits Athletic Director Jerry Fisk here with you. Coach, or Jerry, Coach, whatever you want to be called.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm so used to having a coach as my analyst. One thing I talked about when I gave the stats at halftime is that Greensboro needs to get to the line more, and then they need to be better when they get to the line. What do you think as far as adjustments at halftime?
Yeah, I'd like to see us get the ball in the post.
Turnover there. Moore has it taken away by Gray the other way. Greensboro wants to run. Oh, Stroman, can he save it? He does to Powell. 3-ball. No. And going the other way. I don't know. I didn't think Stroman saved it before it went out of bounds, but.
Yeah. It was close. We'll trust the ref on the line, but.
Close but sloppy. Now Williams reverse layup in.
Yeah. So. You asked what I wanted to see, and it's not what I've seen in the last minute.
Fair.
50 seconds. Take care of the ball. Let's get it in the post. Let's play big. Let's slow them down and not let them score in transition, and we'll be in good shape.
Jackson fouled on his way to the basket, so he'll go to the line for 2. So Greensboro with their first opportunity at the stripe in the second half.
Yeah, you said we want to get to the line, and we're doing it.
One other thing I noticed earlier today, Dwight Vincent played 21 games in his only appearance so far this year, 14 minutes already in this one, so he's well on his way to a career high in minutes.
Yeah, definitely pointed that way. Interesting to see that he starts the second half instead of Jeremiah.
Little smaller line for Greensboro. Second free throw in and out from Jackson, so he's 1 of 2. Greensboro down 6. Moore to Williams, hands this one off to Simpson. Back to Moore, deep in the right wing, now working on Gray, backs out of the drive. Now it's Glass going down into Moore, taken away by Stroman. Jackson with it. Feed up ahead to Gray at the left wing.
Give it to him in the post.
Keep it outside for now. Vincent drives in, gives it to Jackson. At the top of the lane, sends it to Gray, left wing, now up to the top of the lane himself. Back out to DJ Jackson, shot clock down to 5. Now finally Stroman inside, that one good and 1.
I may have asked for that 25 seconds ago, but they eventually heard me. Yeah, you could see that Stroman had a smaller defender in the post, and as we're looking to settle and take advantage of that, he is really gifted when he gets his back to the basket at getting to the hoop.
Absolutely, and that's another guy Greensboro needs to get going. He misses the free throw, but Nige Stroman just 5 points today.
Yeah, very quiet first half for him.
Williams to Simpson. Back to Williams as he works to the right wing. Now to Moore in the middle. There's a whistle on Jackson. Jackson's going to pick up his first personal, team foul number 1. Clean first half for Greensboro, just 4 fouls in the first half. And actually turnovers were clean as well. Neither team with more than 6 turnovers. There's a whistle and a foul on the shot. And that's going to go on Gray.
Yeah, Gray wanted to get after that and didn't show the discipline to not commit that foul when the offensive player put the ball right in front of him, and he went for it. Williams, that is.
This will be the first free throw for Warren Wilson in the game, and it's no good. That is a good thing. You don't haven't sent him to the line for 22 minutes.
Right. Yeah, although we've been to the line plenty, but
6 of 13, yeah.
Exactly.
Second free throw coming from Williams. That's no good either. Griffin Powell didn't even have to jump for that rebound. He's just taller than everybody. Jackson picks up the dribble, wants to go down low to Stroman. Stroman on the baseline. He's going to pull up. Jumper, no good. Rebound fought for by Gray, and the layup no good. He's cleaned up his own miss, goes back up with it, still no good, and a foul again. This one's going to go on Williams, number 14. I'll tell you, that's one of the things that's impressed me about Will Gray this year. So many offensive rebounds. He follows his shots.
Very, very well. Now, the challenge with that for a point guard is sometimes when they follow their shot, it leads for a breakout of the other way unless someone is disciplined to get back in his place.
Right.
But I love that Gray goes after the board like he does. I'm sure that's something Coach McDuffie has coached up, and DJ or someone probably knows they're getting back.
Sure. Free throw from Gray is good. Greensboro's pulled it to within 3. Gray today is 4 of 5 from the stripe. He was right behind Jackson in terms of free throw percentage coming into today. Second one rattles in and out. It's been a story of the day. Greensboro's good at 1 for 2 today, apparently.
Yeah. It puts you in the Hall of Fame for baseball.
I know. Glass will give this to Simpson. Simpson working up the middle. Now to Glass, deep in the left wing, trying to drive inside the arc. Now back out. Deep 3, Williams. That's going to rattle off and no good. Rebound will go to Stroman, who's bothered on the far sideline. A foul coming on Glass. That will be his second. That's already the 4th personal foul for Warren Wilson in the first, 2:45?
Yeah. Yeah, 4 early. Feels like the first half in that regard. Now let's see if the Pride can keep being aggressive and getting after it and put themselves at the line and make them.
I think that's a big thing, and I know you don't necessarily say your strategy is let's get fouled, but if it works, it works. That time Gray hard to the floor, shot no good. He will go to the stripe. And there's something to be said for creating contact. I think Will Gray goes to the lane looking for the contact as Crocker will pick up his first foul.
Yeah. So as a defender, Will Gray's the guy that's going to dangle it in front of you, and you want to reach and get it. I think if I'm coaching against him, I think you have to find a way to wall up and stay in your space. He's going to do what he does, but I think you're not going to put him at the line if you wall up and don't get into him the same way. He's a dynamic playmaker.
First free throw was good. The second one's been the bugaboo today. And again, rebound taken by Moore. Multiple players on the floor. Long feed up ahead to Evans. One-on-one with Vincent. He elevates. Shot's no good. Tip to the far corner. It's a 3-ball coming. That misses everything. Evans picks up the board for a moment, but Vincent takes it away and just curls up with it. Jump ball with the arrow favoring Warren Wilson.
Good play there by Vincent to get down and root that ball out. It looked like Evans was going to come away with that, and here's Vincent getting it out of there.
Called timeout, which will be our bonus timeout of the first half, or the second half rather. So we'll step aside. 16:53 to go. Pride down 2 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. $16:53 to go. This is the final game involving a USA South team today. We mentioned it. William Peace defeated Oglethorpe 71-67 earlier today. Handful of non-conference games on Tuesday, but everything pretty spread out schedule-wise until you get after Thanksgiving, and then everything picks up in a hurry. But I always kind of break the season down between pre-Thanksgiving non-conference games, post-Thanksgiving non-conference games, and then you have the conference schedule after that. Yep. Because right now you're still feeling everything out.
Yep. Yeah, onto the floor for us.
Line drive shot from Glass after about 4 steps in the lane.
Yeah. Number 25 is checked in for us for the first time today.
Yeah, Shamari Johnson.
Johnson, yeah.
Jackson up top to Johnson now. Johnson speeding, right-hand side, contested shot blocked by Evans. Johnson, though, showing the wheels himself, gets the rebound. Shamari Johnson down low to Stroman. Stroman trying to back down Evans, sneaks underneath him. Now he's under the basket. A foul called. Should go on Evans. It will. Archie Evans, that's his first personal. Yeah, Shamari Johnson.
Is this his first action?
Yes, it is. That's what I was looking at. Jackson looking for help. He's going to throw it way back to Johnson. Blowing by Evans and just a little out of control there. Moore going the other way with it for the Owls. Moore on Jackson. Floats it through contact. A late whistle there, but...
So here's what I don't like about that from the referee perspective. He held the whistle to see if it went.
Right.
If it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's
exactly.
not a foul, it's not a foul.
I don't know that I disagree with the call, but I'm with you that
Correct.
It should have been called earlier.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul for what it's worth. Even with my green lenses and
we believe in telling the truth here.
Exactly.
Free throw, no good. Warren Wilson now 0 for 3 from the stripe. Dare I say we take pride in telling the truth?
Yes, you should.
Second free throw coming. And the truth is that Warren Wilson is now 0 for 4 from the stripe. Jackson crossing the timeline now to Vincent. We've seen some different lineups today. Greensboro has not gone with the big guys of Howard and Jones today down low. Vincent, though, cutting across the lane, going back in. Shot's no good. Williams with it. He's going to be fouled. He was sandwiched between Johnson and Vincent. I think the question is who gets the foul. It's going to be Johnson.
Again, that move feels a little like some we saw in the first half. A good job getting to the rim, but you don't get that gather and you don't go up strong. You end up missing something like that. When you did the hard work, you just got to do the smart work last. That's all.
That takes us to the under 16 timeout. 15:45 to go. Pride down by 4. It's 44-40 in the Greensboro College Sports Network. Greensboro down by 4, 15:45 to go. Kendrick Fruits and Athletic Director Jerry Fisk here with you on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday evening, 5:30 for the women's game against Randolph. We'll be on the air at 5:15 for that one as they improved to 2-1 today. Men looking to go to 2-2 with a win. Got a little work to do. Bounce pass over to Crocker, now back to Williams. Slings this one down low to Evans. Evans going with the reverse layup, lays it in.
Good entry pass by the Owls against the zone, and Evan creates a nice move.
Gray to Johnson, throws it down low to Roberts. Nice quick give there to Gray with the jam. 46-42. Gray has made up for that missed dunk last game with 2 so far today.
It was a spectacular missed dunk.
It was. Coming up on 15 minutes to play. Williams is bothered there by Johnson. Now works just past the free throw line or just outside of it. Crocker now was looking for Williams, throws it away, and it will go out of bounds at the Greensboro bench.
Will Gray caused havoc at the top of the key that whole possession.
Greensboro will throw in. Gray looking for the open teammate. He's got a wide open Powell in the back. Back corner doesn't take it. Goes to Stroman instead. Now back to Gray. Now to Powell deep in the right wing. To Johnson. Slings it around to the left corner. That's Gray. Up top to Powell again. Slings it to Gray. Has it taken away for a moment. Gets it back. Kicks this one to Stroman underneath the basket. Can't handle the fastball. And it goes out of bounds.
So we had a similar play in the women's game and the same play here.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing. That's a really hard catch unless you bounce pass it to them. Then it's an easy catch.
Williams with it, working on Johnson, tries to change direction, shot good and one. Johnson's going to pick up his second foul. We've seen a little bit of a different lineup here today for Greensboro. Johnson in here a lot. You talked about it earlier about Jalen Thorns. He obviously not able to go again today, so bit of a different look for Greensboro here in the second half.
Yes, seeing Johnson for the first time this year, no Howard to start the half, definitely a different look.
Free throw from Williams is good. First make today for Warren Wilson. They lead it now 49-42. 14 and a half to go. Gray working on Moore. Now to Johnson. Up top to Stroman. Stroman gives it to Powell, bounces it underneath or through the legs of Powell. Would have been a great ball in croquet.
Through the wicket.
Yeah. It didn't feel right to say it was a Bill Buckner, so that's what we went with. So 14-13 to play.
Boo.
Oh, that's right. You're a Boston fan. That was not even intentional.
Yeah.
Three ball from the corner. Evans drains that one, 52-42. Things starting to get away from the Pride a little bit here in the second half.
Yeah, an important 4 minutes here to get to the 10-minute mark. We've got to find a way to.
Jackson through contact. He's going to be fouled. That'll be Evans, which will be his second personal. Jackson goes back to the line where he's got to improve on that 2 for 5 number.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say both of these are good.
All right.
You can't go 16 for 7 and then go 3 for 8 or
No,
something.
you're right. You're right.
You can't. I can go 3 for 8 and then 12 for 17.
Makes the first. The first has not been DJ's problem today.
This is the big one.
Greensboro's cut it down to 9, 13:50 to go. The rest of the floor right now, Powell, Roberts, Vincent, and Gray. Second free throw coming and in. All right. Boss man does know a little something.
Law averages said I had a good shot at that one.
Williams hands this one to Moore. Moore trying to split through a couple defenders, off balance with that one, flings it up, but draws the foul nonetheless.
I can hear Coach McDuffie steaming right now about that defense at the top of the key.
Vincent's going to. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, there was a hedge, but then nobody committed to stopping the ball. Most important thing on defense, the ball.
Vincent picks up his second. Free throw is good. And we talked about how few fouls there were in the first half. That's changed here in the second half.
Yeah. Don't hurry your dinner plans.
No.
We might be here for a while.
There were a combined 13 fouls in the first half. We're not even halfway through the second half, and there's already 13.
Yeah.
Both free throws were made, so it's 54-44.
Ryan Roberts checks back into the game for the Pride.
Jackson working on Williams, crosses the timeline. Gives this one off to Vincent. Vincent trying to split through a couple defenders, has it taken away. Williams, long feed up ahead, just keeping it in bounds was Allen. Now to Williams, they swing it around the perimeter. Crocker, spin move, out to Allen, 3-ball, got it. In and out again, we've seen that a couple of times, the ball movement in the paint and then back beyond the arc, 57-44. Jackson kicks it out to Vincent. There's a whistle. Jackson was decked. And that's going to be Williams picking up his third. Here is Mike Downing, another name we've not said a ton this year. None in terms of in-game action. Downing, the freshman from Rollsville, North Carolina.
Good place to get a baked good. You fans out there, Kendrick and I are both huge fans of bad humor and puns, so you might be in for a long 13 minutes.
57-45. Second free throw good from Jackson, 57-46. Look, broadcasting is in the entertainment business. Nobody said it had to be good entertainment.
No, gosh, no. My wife's been able to enjoy this for 23 years now.
Williams crosses the timeline for the Owls. Hands this one off to Smith. Lost the handle of it for a moment. Now Gray's going to grab it. Gray's going to have to work through a couple defenders with the left hand. He makes it. 57-48. Will Gray give him 15 points today. Back down to a single-digit deficit.
Yeah, that's a quick 6-0 run for the Pride. That was, as we said, a big 4 minutes. That's been a great 1 minute.
Crocker now driving on Vincent. Vincent getting all ball. That one goes out of bounds. Stepping on the line in the corner was Hilliard. Big turnover for the Pride there. Downing back to Gray. They have a chance to add to that run now.
Yeah, great defense. It's great to see them dig in down here.
Gray driving with the right hand. Quick switch to the left. He's stripped on the way up. There's a foul. That's going to be called on, should be on Crocker, number 5. No, it's going to be on number 0, Hilliard. That's going to be his 3rd. And Jackson will go back to the line for 1 and 1. Or excuse me, Gray rather going to the line for 1 and 1. Will Gray 5 of 8 from the stripe. That is the 9th foul.
They called it a shooting foul, though. I do expect that Gray was going up with that.
Well, they're not that far away from the double bonus already, or the Pride. 9 fouls on Warren Wilson. First free throw missed. And that's huge, too. If you can get into the double bonus here halfway through the second half. Fouls starting to add up for the Owls. That's 19 in the game. Second free throw from Gray is good, and it's an 8-point game, 57-49.
Greensboro with a small lineup on the court right now. Ryan Roberts and Griffin Powell, the two bigger.
And they're going to challenge that and take advantage of it there, I think, too. Floater is good from Moore, and that takes us to the under 12 timeout. Timeout was taken. And it's 59-49, 11:58 to go on the Greensboro College Sports Network. $11:58 to go. Powell inbounds to Gray. Bounce pass to Vincent. Back to Powell up top. Slings this around to Downing. Still out on the floor. Picking up some good minutes. Downing pull-up jumper. Off the back iron. No good. Roberts with the offensive board. Back to Downing. Tries to sling it down low to Vincent. Saves it. Back to Downing. Hard work there. Off-balance shot. You see some flashes there from Mike Downing.
Absolutely. Good first couple minutes for the young man.
Greensboro's cut it to 7. Moore trying to work on Powell. Slings this down to Smith. Back up top to Moore. Moore spin move at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Finds Allen. Allen out to Moore again. Moore kicks this out to Smith. 3 ball. Off the side iron. No good. Powell soars for the board.
I will give Griffin Powell credit. His defense this year is so improved from last year.
Absolutely. Downing tries to float this one up. He's fouled on the way. That'll be the 10th foul of the half. And Smith's going to pick up his first personal. Hard to believe there was still somebody left that didn't have a foul.
Coach McDuffie's got 2.
Heck, I might have one at this point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we probably do. Definitely some turnovers.
Yes. First free throw, no good. Jerry, hard to believe, obviously, not counting the First Horizons game on December 1st. This is the last home game for the Pride until January 6th.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Kendrick.
multiple tournaments in December.
Yes, they're at North Carolina Wesleyan, and they make a trip to I forget what the other one is. They got a couple guarantee games.
Yeah,
in there.
so second free throw was good. At Lees McRae for an exhibition, at Oglethorpe, the Coliseum game, then 2 games in Rocky Mount, 2 games in Lynchburg, at Johnson and Wales, at Elon for an exhibition, and then home on January 6th against William Peace to start conference play.
They'll be ready for some home cooking.
Yes,
at that point.
no kidding. Moore trying to drive right-hand side. There's a foul called on Downing on the floor. That'll be his first personal. Team foul number 7. That'll put the Owls in the bonus.
Coincidentally, Mr. Manning is the cousin of Warshay Manning. Warshay Downing.
Okay.
Who is a leader here on campus. Cousins.
I have a meeting with Warshay on Wednesday.
Good luck.
Well, I should rephrase, not one-on-one, part of the communications meeting for the campus.
he is a great teammate.
Good dude, absolutely.
Yep.
First free throw made by Moore. So he has tied Williams for the team lead now with 13 points. Second free throw coming, and good. And the lead again is 9 for Warren Wilson. This is a much improved Owls team from last year as Griffin Powell goes to the lane. Contested layup and good. Powell just hung up there long enough to get a little bit of space and lays it in.
Yeah. Powell does not hit a lot of 2s, hits a lot more 3s, but that was a beautiful drive to the hoop.
And you think with his size he could be an asset inside, but when you're so good shooting 3s, you don't want him to do that sometimes.
Exactly.
Glass working on Powell, 22 on 22, gets some separation, spin around, and the jumper no good. Powell with the rebound. That is his 5th of the game. And Griffin's got it now, down 7. Pulls up 3 ball. Oh, wow, that was deep 3. Allen with it, crossing the timeline. Now to Moore. Under 10 minutes to go, 9.5 to be exact. Moore trying to work on Vincent, and a travel call.
That's a great call. I may have made it before he did. That's my bad.
Well, you saw his foot slide, as did I.
Yep.
Vincent inbounds to Downing. Downing working on Allen, tries to cross him up, instead spins around him, now finds Vincent. He pulls up for 3. Way too strong. Rebound taken by Moore, crashed into Gray, slings this one into Allen. Allen goes up with a shot's no good, and a late foul again on Gray. No, it's going to be on Roberts' pick. Now, Roberts looks so surprised. He just looked over and said, "What did I do?"
He wasn't in the play.
I didn't think so.
Now I would say they're talking about
Roberts just said, "I wasn't even in the play."
Now, from Coach McDuffie's perspective, I think Ryan doesn't commit a lot of fouls. We might be happy with it on 14.
They've changed it to Powell now. 22 has picked up the foul. That'll be Griffin's first.
Okay. My statement still stands.
Yeah, I didn't think he was there.
Powell wasn't there and doesn't commit a lot of fouls, so it worked out. That was a late call because it was not the primary official that called it. The mechanic is for that C on the other side to wait for the baseline to call it because it's coming to him.
Right.
He passed on it. He came and got it late, so that one's late for a purpose.
First free throw was made. Second one off to the right. Roberts comes down with the rebound. 62-54, 9 minutes to go. Gray putting on the Jets, kicks this out, Downing. 3 ball off the front iron, no good. And Moore's going to run. speeding into the front court, going on Roberts. Oh, nifty layup there, 64-54. Warren Wilson bench wanting a foul on every shot, and they're not getting them. Powell in the corner. Now in the right wing, it's Gray. Gray loses the handle, fighting for it on the baseline, and out of bounds. Possession stays with Greensboro, according to the official. Gray is down on the ground again.
Good hustle by both teams.
Stroman checks in for Vincent.
I think this might be Stroman time here.
I think so.
I would expect to see him touch the ball in the post or on the wing pretty regularly.
Powell right now looking for it, finds Stroman up top. Back out to Downing. Now to Gray in the right wing. Gray driving with the right hand, goes up with a pump fake, shot's no good. Rebound goes to Stroman, and he'll lay it in, 64-56, give Stroman 7.
Garbage man there. Gray did all the hard work, and then Najee got it and laid it in.
Still a smaller lineup, although Stroman gives you a little bit of extra height. That one's off the shoe of Allen, and Gray diving for it. Did he touch it? Looks like no. I think Will Gray would have been better served to let that one go.
Yeah, I don't know why he had to work that hard to get to it.
Head coach Chris Horton not happy with the decision to award possession to Greensboro there.
No, neither is the fan up here with us.
Downing to Stroman up top. Kicks this one over to Vincent. Bounce pass down to Roberts. Roberts working hard on the baseline. Has that one rejected. Picks up his own miss. The putback is going to be waved off. But I think Roberts will go to the line. A foul on Williams. That's his 4th.
And we have a media timeout.
We do. I was not even paying attention to the clock. 7:52 to go. Greensboro trailing at 64-56. Free throws when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. $7:52 to go. Ryan Roberts will head to the line where he has not attempted a free throw today. On the year, Roberts is 4 of 7. That's his threes. He's 1 of 4 from the stripe.
Room for improvement. Let's see him knock the first one down.
Almost knocked down the rim with that one. Clangs off the front. Williams still out there with the 4 fouls for Warren Wilson. Second free throw, no good. Rebound careening off to the side. Williams comes down with it. So 0 for 2 is Roberts, and Greensboro is now 14 of 27 from the free throw line.
In an 8-point game, 13 missed free throws is a big, big deal.
Down low to Evans. Archie Evans trying to back down Powell. That one's rejected. I think Powell got a finger on it. Roberts with it to Vincent now into the front court. Vincent driving with the right hand, left hand side of the lane, lays it in. Had an open Powell in the corner, but got the 2 points anyways.
Yeah, interesting lineup here with Downing and Vincent in and Jackson and Gray on the bench.
Jackson has been sitting most of the second half. Glass working on Roberts. Now backs out looking for a little bit of help. Asks Evans for a screen. Now working just outside of the lane. Shot's no good. Downing slings it ahead to Vincent. Vincent now working right-hand side. That's a contested shot, no good. Bounce pass from Allen up ahead, and Powell commits the foul. Shot good and one. 66-58 and the free throw coming.
Yeah, that's a tough one when you're trying to chase it down like Powell was. Never could get in front of him the way he wanted to. Good challenge on the ball, but unfortunately a better finish.
So Powell checks out with 2 fouls, and it will be Moore going to the line where he is 4 for 6 today and leads all scorers with 18 points.
Yeah, he's had a good game, 18 and 8, shooting a good percentage.
Free throw is good, so it's back to a 9-point game, 6:42 to play, and Aiden Eller checking in for the first time today. Downing working the far sideline. Quickly goes inside the arc. That one off the mark. Stroman soaring for the offensive board. He's stripped on the way up. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with the Pride. Greensboro has an advantage by 2 on the offensive boards, 8-6. Roberts, he'll pull up from 3. That one goes skidding off the iron. Long feed up ahead to Allen. A little too far. Goes out of bounds. And it's another turnover. That is the 13th turnover for Warren Wilson.
Yeah, at the pace that they've played, they've done a nice job at taking care of the ball.
Yeah, interesting to see they seem more out of control on the defensive side.
Definitely more frantic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Downing's going to pull up from 3. Give it to him, Mike Downing. 67-61. Downing's got 6. Moore working on Eller. Now kicks this out to Williams. Williams will try to answer with the 3. He does. 70-61. And now Downing pulling up again. Shot's no good. Gray again, the offensive board, goes up and lays it in. 70-63. Not a whole lot of time for either of us to get a whole lot of analysis in.
No.
Oh, the season opener. Oh, yeah, the season opener against, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Glass with it. Bounces this down low to Williams. Williams easy lay-in, good, 72-63. Heidelberg in overtime.
Yeah, Heidelberg. Heidelberg, we rallied from a huge deficit. This has some of the same feel. We just got to get over the top.
Roberts trying to soar high off the glass and in. 72-65. That one was about to scrape the ductwork up there at the top of Haynes Gym.
Yeah. With a kiss.
Yeah. Sorry, I drew a blank when you asked me who that team was. I'm like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with it either.
This isn't our season opener?
Yeah.
Glass with it, working on Eller. Shot clock inside of 10. Williams pulls up deep 3. Wow. 75-65, 4:30 to go.
That was a deep shot over the top of a screen. The Pride had defended it well.
Kicks this one out to Stroman. Stroman thought about a 3, now goes in the lane, and finger roll is good, 75-67. Greensboro at this point, pretty much you can't afford to miss.
Right. Yeah, we need to stop, bucket, and we're all of a sudden it's a game again.
Also, Warren Wilson shooting 63% in the second half.
Yeah.
Glass with it. Slings it up top to Moore. Moore trying to drive on Downing through through traffic, and the putback attempt there no good from Williams. Now Downing with it. He is stripped on the way up. That ball goes out of bounds, and possession stays with Greensboro. Coach Horton halfway out on the court, and the fan beside us is going crazy as well. You'd think he thought he was the coach. That will take us to the under 4 media timeout. 75-67 the score. Greensboro needs a rally in the final couple minutes when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. 3:44 to go. Greensboro to inbound underneath their own basket. In fact, they've already tried once and went out of bounds off of Warren Wilson. So it'll be Gray to inbound. Pride down 8. 2 seconds bled off the clock there. And now a conversation.
I'm not sure what the confusion is here.
Well, I think the confusion has been. Nope, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we're good. I think they were probably talking about the shot clock.
So they're putting 1 second back on the clock.
Yeah, the game clock and the shot clock.
Everybody's still in early season mode here, working out a couple of kinks, technicalities, and whatever else.
Yeah. Maybe that second will come back to matter.
Maybe. Gray inbounds looking for Stroman. It's tipped by Warren Wilson again, stays with Greensboro. Now you lose that second. It's 3:44 on the clock. Out to Stroman, now to Eller. Up top to Gray. Gray trying to drive, kicks this one out to Downing, fakes a three, and has it stripped away by Allen. Allen working right side of the lane, shot is no good. They're going to call goaltending there. I thought Gray got the bottom of the net.
Basket interference.
Basket interference,
yeah, when the ball's on the cylinder, you can't make contact.
Absolutely. So 77-67. Gray working one side of the lane, now reverses direction. Shot's no good. Rebound taken by Cotton. There's a whistle. And looks like Moore is going to pick up the foul, which will be his third. So Gray goes to the line where he's just 6 of 10 today. Greensboro shooting 51%. Came into today 74% on the year.
Yeah, those 13 missed free throws feel really, really big right now. Not that you expect to make them all, but.
Even if you had 6 more than you have right now, there's another miss. $14 of 28. They're about one missed free throw away from falling below 50% from the stripe. They've staved it off for now. Free throw good, 77-68. 3:15 to go. Williams in the front court now. Working on Gray, pulls up just inside the free throw line, kicks this one outside to Allen. Allen slings it across to Moore. Moore driving the lane and floats it in, 79-68, 3 minutes left. Downing picks up the dribble, needs help. It's Eller. Now to Stroman. To Gray. Now slings it into Stroman. There's a whistle, and it's going to go the other way. A offensive foul on Downing. That'll be his second. You know, Jerry, obviously, I want to make this very clear. I am not questioning the coach any way whatsoever with this, but it is odd. Unless there was some issue or whatever that Jackson hasn't seen the floor at this point in the game, and Howard as well. I certainly wonder what the situation is. Again, we don't know.
Right.
So,
yeah, I'm sure that Coach McDuffie has the 5 out there that he thinks gives us the best chance. It's just a different one than we're used to.
Moore trying to cross up. Downing now trying to back him down. Finds a little separation. Hook shot no good. Roberts comes down with the board. Gets out of a double team and finds Downing. Downing kicks this one into the corner. Vincent getting inside one man. Pulls up high. Arcing two. No good. And Simpson Cotton soars for the rebound. Williams has been on the floor with 4 fouls for about 5 minutes now. And Roberts is going to be called for one here. Williams and Moore both with 21 points. Williams going to have a chance for a couple more here.
Yeah. Roberts in a great spot there and reached in instead of letting him come through. It looked like he was going to get ready to blow through him. He was in position to take the charge, but he reached.
2:05 to go. It is now a 12-point game, and I'm not saying things are over, but they don't look good. Second free throw is good.
Yeah, it's going to take something special here in these last 120 seconds.
Gray driving and is stripped on the way up. It's going to go the other way. That ball goes out of bounds. 81-68. And there's a whistle. Downing is on the floor. And Glass is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third, so Greensboro will have an opportunity to inbound now. Quick bounce to Stroman, now to Downing. Downing driving with the left hand. Nice move there. That ball hangs on the front of the iron and falls in. 11-point game, 1:45 left. Warren Wilson not interested in an early shot here.
And as they shouldn't be.
Well, I say that. Williams now goes in the lane. He's fouled by Gray, who does not agree.
I think that foul may have actually been on Vincent.
You're right. It is on Vincent. That's his third. Well, Gray still doesn't agree.
Touche. You weren't wrong.
Well, it was Williams, 23 points, the game-high scorer, make that 24. Well, Jerry, I asked Coach Fernandez this when he hopped on in the first half, and I'll ask you now. Obviously, the women today, a dominant win against Mid-Atlantic Christian. I said, obviously, no disrespect to them. They played up a level today against Greensboro College. So I asked Coach Fernandez, what kind of things could you take away from the game today and still be able to implement them against Randolph on Wednesday? Stroman's off-balance shot, no good. Didn't know if you had any thoughts on that as well.
From the women's game?
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of good ball movement. I think you saw people in different positions. And so I think it gives him a chance to see what, he's not going to go 14 deep when we get to conference play.
Sure.
So what does it look like and who's his 8 or 10 or whatever it is?
Long feed up ahead. Stroman a big dunk, but it's going to be too little too late. Greensboro's cut it to 10, under a minute left.
Yeah. And I would say from this game, I think Coach McDuffie, we played some guys that hadn't seen play before. As the ball goes off the official and out of bounds there. Saw some new players out on the court, Downing and Vincent and
Johnson a little bit.
Yeah, and yep. Johnson. It'll be exciting to see how they work forward and what the rotation looks like and things like that.
And the interesting thing, not saying the offense played a clean game today, they certainly didn't, as that one goes out of bounds. But I think in time the offense is going to be perfectly fine. There are some holes on defense right now that are being exploited, though.
Agreed. I think we got beat off the dribble. We got beat off the pass. And when Jeremiah Howard wasn't in the game, we didn't have a rim protector.
Quick tip to Gray. And Gray will miss on the layup. The tap in by –
shot clock went off.
Yep. Tap in by Vincent, though, makes it an 8-point game. Pass down the baseline to Allen. Allen with the jam, and that will be the exclamation mark on today. 10-point game, 20 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Downing almost has it stripped away. Finger roll goes in, 84-76. Downing is going to end up with 10 points in the second half.
Yeah, he's played well in the second half. Some shots that were maybe aggressive decision-making that he'll settle into.
Right.
But fun to see him get out there. He definitely played really hard, and I appreciate that.
Jerry, I'm going to let you have the reins for a minute. I'm doing a little math.
Another free throw made for Warren Wilson.
So, if Greensboro shot at their season average from the free throw line, that would be 6 extra points, so that would have made it 85 to 82 right now.
Yeah, it would have been coming down to the last possession.
Yep. Second free throw good, and Greensboro going to try to save as much time as they can, but
right.
Obviously not really going to matter. Downing will float that one in with 7 seconds left. Greensboro not going to foul, and that will do it. Allen thought about it and said, I'm not going to do it. And that will do it here at Haynes Gym for the final time for men's basketball in 2025. That feels weird to say on November the 16th, but Warren Wilson with an 86-78 win here today. An exciting game for the majority of it, but once the Owls went on a little bit of a run, Greensboro just wasn't able to do the same thing.
Right, yeah, there was a punch, counter punch, and then there was a good run by Warren Wilson there at like the 8 to 6 minute mark or so in the second half, and they held on to that the rest of the way. They made the free throws when they needed to. They took care of the ball when they needed to. They played really hard, and they came away with a win today.
If you had to give a player of the game here, who would get your award?
Are we giving it to one of the home team?
I normally go to the winner, but if you'd like to go one for each, you're welcome to. There are no rules here.
Got it. So I would say I think Williams played a really good game. He controlled the ball effectively. He played good defense. For us, I think it's probably Will Gray. I loved what I saw from Downing in the second half.
Yeah.
But I think both of them would probably say, hey, I don't want the player of the game. I want another chance at that one, because I think they both didn't play their best, but both got after it. So yeah, I'll give it to Gray and I'll give it to Williams. I
think you're right. I think another honorable mention would be the charity stripe. Played great defense against Greensboro today. I say that a little tongue in cheek, as the Pride missed 14 free throws, but absolutely, I think it's amazing the difference a year makes. This Warren Wilson team looks way better than the Warren Wilson team that we saw last year, as they improved to 2-1 on the year. And, Greensboro kind of sees where they need to improve going forward. Now, here's an interesting question for you. The Pride have an exhibition game on Tuesday against Lees-McRae, so it doesn't count for Greensboro. Can you use that to kind of tinker and experiment a little bit?
Maybe. I think that if I'm inside Coach McDuffie's head, I think that he's probably going to try and take what he learned today and get out there and see what combinations work. Lees-McRae, a scholarship team, things like that. So I think he'll probably use that as one more good measuring stick before we get to conference play. I don't think it'll be treated purely as an exhibition, but I do think that when he gets to a point where he's done learning what he wants to for that game, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of it plays out.
Jerry, one thing that I need to do real quick, and I meant to do this during the game, and I forgot until just now. During the women's game, because this is our last broadcast until the First Horizons doubleheader against Guilford, we kind of gave some information about that. We did that in the women's game. We've not done it on this broadcast. Would you mind go ahead and sharing some information on that?
Sure. Yeah, I appreciate that. So when we play Guilford, 5:30 and 7:30, women and men doubleheader on December 1st at First Horizon Coliseum. We will have tickets at the door. You will see something on the website this week.
That's this year.
Likely, also this year, so that you know how to sign up for tickets if you're interested in attending. We'll work off our comp list. We'll work off a VIP list. We'll work off a student list. But the intention is to use those tickets there. We won't pre-distribute. So if someone says, hey, I really want to come, and then if something comes up that day, we'll still put the ticket to good use.
Right.
So excited about that. Thankful for Scott Johnson and the First Horizon Coliseum. They are tremendous hosts to us and great teammates. So excited about that. And, 5:30, 7:30 doubleheader. Women get after it first, and then men in the nightcap.
And we are the home team in the men's game, correct? We flipped
correct.
from last year.
That's correct.
Okay, great. And, that's technically the last home game we have this calendar year. And then we'll see you again here at Haynes Gym on January 6th as conference play begins against Warren Wilson. I'll obviously go through the stats and everything here in a little bit, but Jerry, we'll let you go with your final thoughts here.
Yeah, we got after it. I watched Warren Wilson warm up. In warm-ups, it looked like they weren't going to make shots, and they were having a lot of fun, and you don't know how that always translates.
Right.
We got in the game. They were disciplined. They did a good job with a lot of things. To play at the pace they play at, they only had 16 turnovers. And, a point of pride for the Pride, I think, is the fact we only had 12 turnovers in the game. Mm-hmm. We got shots, and we made some of them. Shot 46%, not a bad percent. And then the free throw line was part of the undoing.
Yeah.
And I think if Coach McDuffie was going to look at this game, I think he's going to say, we didn't defend the bounce, we didn't defend the rim, and we didn't make free throws. And that's the difference between getting a win and getting a loss.
Well, Jerry, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I'll let you put your AD hat back on, but always enjoyable when you're around and throwing on the headset with us.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Always good to spend time with you. Thanks for what you do.
Director of Athletics Jerry Fisk here with us today. Now let's take a look at the final stats for today's game. Rebounds go to Warren Wilson, 38-34. But Greensboro with an offensive board advantage, 10-7. Assists go to the Owls, 18-13. Turnovers as well. Warren Wilson committing 16, just 12 for Greensboro. Points off of the bench go 27-23 to the Owls. Blocks go 7-4 to Warren Wilson. Fast break points, a narrow Greensboro advantage, 13-11. Steals go to Warren Wilson, 9-8. Points off turnovers, 18-15 to Greensboro. Points in the paint, 44-42. Warren Wilson on the short end of that. Taking a look at shooting numbers now. The Owls 33 of 61, that's 54%. 8 of 18 from 3, that's 44%. And 12 of 18 from the stripe, that is 67%. Greensboro shot 28 of 63, that's 46% from the floor. 5 of 15 from 3, 33%, but 1 of 7 in the second half. And then 15 of 29 from the charity stripe, that's 51%. So well down from their 74% average during the course of the season. Individual leaders today for the Owls, 24 points for Williams, 23 for Moore. Leading rebounder was Moore with 8. Leading assister was Glass with 5. Moore and Smith leading in steals. That's 3 each. 4 blocks for Evans. For Greensboro, Will Gray leads the way with 19 points. 12 points for DJ Jackson and Mike Downing. 11 points from Nige Stroman. Just snuck in there into double figures for the 4th time in 4 games for Nige. Griffin Powell with 9 points. 4 for Jeremiah Howard and 2 for Ryan Roberts. Also 9 for Dwight Vincent. Didn't mention him a moment ago, but 9 for Vincent as well. Rebound leader was Roberts with 8. Gray had 6, 4 each for Howard and Stroman. Powell had 5. Excuse me. 2 for Vincent, 1 each for Downing and Johnson. Assist leader was Gray with 4. Roberts had 3, 1 each for Powell, Stroman, and Eller, and Vincent had 3 as well. 6 steals for Gray, 1 for Stroman, and 1 for Vincent. 1 block each for Jackson, Powell, Stroman, and Eller, and it all adds up to a 78-86 win for the visiting Warren Wilson squad, who improves to 2-1 on the year, and Greensboro will fall to 1-3. So what's coming up next for Greensboro College athletics? Well, it's women's basketball on, Wednesday at home here at Haynes Gym against Randolph, an ODAC opponent coming here to Gate City. It'll be a 5:30 tip-off. We'll bring you the pregame show at 5:15 on Wednesday. Before then, again, we mentioned men's basketball, the exhibition against Lees McRae on the road on the 18th. And then next weekend, women's basketball back here 2 o'clock against Pfeiffer University. Women's wrestling against SVU. That's on the 22nd. At, say, 3 o'clock start. We'll have both of those for you on the Greensboro College Sports Network. But it's a much more relaxed week coming up than what we had last week. And I know we'll all certainly enjoy a little bit of slowing down as we approach the holiday season. But that'll wrap everything up here for today. A big thank you to all of our game day staff as per usual. Our director of sports information, Stephen Weidenhouse, our athletic director, Jerry Fisk, who doubled as my analyst today, our producer, Jay-Sean Ayala. Fantastic job as always. And that'll wrap everything up here from Haynes Gym. Your final score one last time. Warren Wilson wins it. Final score 86-78. I'm Kendrick Fruits wishing you a green and white good night. This has been a presentation of Greensboro College men's basketball on the Greensboro College Sports Network.